Line 2. We've got Crunch in Michigan.
Is that your real name?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not my God-given name. That's
Is that
a joke.
You don't have a God-given name. There's no God.
I know. That was a joke.
Yeah,
But,
what's up?
Just calling in. First off, I live in a obviously very, very Christian community in Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi, right. Okay.
I call it Mississippi personally, but
I don't have my state acronyms.
Yeah,
Like,
they should. They
sometimes
should
screw those up.
They should have put MS instead of MI.
Oh, okay. So I do
Yeah,
know MI.
Mississippi. I call it
It's the
Mississippi.
screener's fault.
People
Yes,
always
I got
correct
that.
me when I say Mississippi, and I say no, I said it correctly. It's Mississippi.
Right.
But anyway, so
That is
my
the
daughter
joke.
attends school, and she's ridiculed because she's an atheist, and so she has to attend the Christmas concert every year. She's in the band, and so it counts as a letter grade. And if she doesn't attend it, she'll get a 0 for not attending. But it's always started by the band director saying, "Welcome to the Christmas concert." And notice I said Christmas concert and not holiday concert.
Oh, good grief.
And I'm glad I live in a community where I can still say Christmas concert. And, it's just, he makes it very clear that it's a Christmas concert. So she's forced to go, and I look at it as like it's a religious type of
Does he also
event.
say, "I tell you what"?
It's hard for me to stay in my seat. And this is the second year in a row it's happened, and it's very hard
Right.
to not jump up and say, there are other people besides Christians that attend your Christmas concert.
Yeah.
So thanks for, making me feel like I'm not welcome.
Are all the songs
Right.
Christian Christmas songs too, or do they have?
All Christmas songs, of course. Give all the glory to God. Yep.
They don't even do Jingle Bells or anything that's kind of secular.
No. I mean, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, but that's probably in reference to, you know what.
Yeah. Okay.
So you had a question about that, I guess.
My question is, what are the legalities of that? Because I've been trying to do some research on it, and I haven't come up with anything concrete.
I'm of two minds. Mostly I'm thinking that the guy pushing that stuff in your face kind of knocks it over the line to violation of separation of church and state. But what you want to do about that is really up to you, because one thing I would recommend is, instead of calling two guys on cable access, you might want to consider getting in touch with either the ACLU or the Freedom from Religion Foundation,
Right.
Who handle this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, the mitigating factor is that, and I'm gonna annoy people by saying this, but I went through a lot of music classes in my younger days, and I've suffered through my fair share of Christmas concerts, and but I've also been through learning a whole lot of really good music, like Bach's B minor Mass is one of my favorite choral pieces of all time, and it's blatantly religious, and I would say there is a lot of good music that you need in your educational background if you want to be a connoisseur of music. But I would also say most Christmas songs are not in that category.
Yeah. I agree with that. Most music did start through the churches anyway.
Yeah,
really.
not necessarily, but a lot of music was funded by the church.
Well, I'm saying, like, you go way back in history, like Gregorian and...
Yeah, sure.
So,
you can choose to just overlook it and see it as part of your daughter's musical education and good discussion points.
Right.
But if the band director is being really obnoxious about it, like, we're all Christians around here, and I dare any of you to try to fight this, you might want to take him up on that dare.
Yeah, I did think about contacting the ACLU and problem. The only thing I'm worried about is that my daughter would be even further ostracized than she is now.
Yeah, and I don't want to I don't want to downplay that that's probably going to happen.
Right.
I mean, it's happened to a lot of kids who have been in the same situation. So, you know, you should take it up with your daughter as well as those people.
It's ultimately up to her because I don't want to cause problems for her. So, but I do appreciate you guys taking my call, and I mean, unfortunately, can't believe it's 2015 and I'm still even having conversations like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully the world will wake up. Come on, Christians, wake up! Snap into it.
Yeah, and and I know you're in Mississippi. I'm a little surprised but we're in Austin, and Austin's maybe a little more enlightened. But my kids had to do stuff like that, and they at least tried to throw a bone to a little bit of diversity.
Yeah.
And in this case, it sounds like they're really driving home that this is Christian and nothing else.
Oh, I mean, I got him on videotape and everything saying it. So.
Yeah, I think it's worth checking out. I agree with Russell that he's probably crossing the line with his editorializing there, and there may be ways of filing things anonymously. But ACLU would be able to tell you that for sure, what your options are.
ACLU or FFRF, and you could certainly send them that tape, and that doesn't mean that you are obligated to do anything about it. And they could probably give you better advice than we can.
Okay. Well, again, I appreciate what you guys do for the community, and thanks for taking my call today.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks
thank
for
you.
calling, Crunch.
Y'all have a good one.
And let us know how it turns out. Send us an email or.
Yep.